Hello, leaders, and welcome back to another episode of Run to Your Leadership Challenges. This is episode number 324. Hey, this whole week we've been talking about discrimination in the workplace. And today we're actually going to switch things up a little bit and talk about legal discrimination. So first of all, let me talk about a couple of industries that can legally discriminate. And this is just a couple. I'm sure there's many, many more out there. But first of all, our very own government can legally discriminate when it comes to military service members, just to name one thing. I'm sure there's a lot more out there that they discriminate against or they're allowed to discriminate against. But they can discriminate as far as military service based on age, disability, physical fitness and or appearance, and in some cases against gender for specific jobs. Now, religious organizations are also exempt from hiring people based on religion to be pastors or ministers. Now, that kind of makes sense, right? For example, a Baptist church can refuse to hire a Muslim person for their open pastoral position, and vice versa. Now, religious organizations have other certain exemptions as well. Personally, when we're talking about discrimination and ethics and treating people right, I would hope churches are the most ethically sound organizations around. Wouldn't you? After all, they are being judged by a much higher authority than our legal system, right? So, when talking about specific types of discrimination that the law allows, one particular example is bona fide occupational qualification, or BFOQ, which is discrimination based on a characteristic that is not protected. For example, if you have a company in New York City that works closely with the New York Yankees, you can reject hiring somebody just because they're a Red Sox fan. Now, keep in mind, there are other factors that come into play as far as this example. And you need to get legal advice if you're seeking exception for using the BFOQ. Generally, to use the BFOQ, the organization must be able to prove it is reasonably necessary to the normal operation of that particular business or specific job. Additionally, an organization must be able to prove two specific things. First of all, the BFOQ concerns a characteristic that is directly needed for the job, or the operation of the business depends on the discrimination based on that specific trait. And the basis for discrimination is supported by verifiable reasons. Finally, another type of legal discrimination is affirmative action. For example, schools may have admissions policy that favor a specific race over another. Now, affirmative action is a legal topic that deals with issues, laws, and policies that go much deeper than we're going to get into here. Now, I've only scratched the surface here today, so I encourage you to dig deeper on your own. Go online, search for these various topics, and continue to educate yourself in your leadership journey. Hey, that's it for today. As always, thank you for listening. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and until tomorrow, run to your challenges.